There are now cases in Texas, according to the Department of State Health and Human Services. And we will get back to those numbers in just a few moments. We're going to skip ahead. Imagine contacting the hospital to pay your medical bill and getting the news that your debt had been paid off by the hospital. That's what happened for hundreds of medical patients across Central Texas. Fox 44's Kendall Green joins us live in the studio with more on how Express ER made that happen. Kendall?
$3.5 million, Adam. That's about how much medical debt Express ER relieved of patients. The general manager tells me with all the anxiety and financial uncertainty folks across Central Texas are facing due to COVID-19, they want to do their part to make life a little bit easier for their patients. Everyone reacted to the news differently, attempted to make a payment towards their medical bill at Express ER, all to find that it no longer existed. Some were emotional.
Literally, we've had people calling, crying in tears, just thanking us profusely.
And others in complete shock, speechless.
I was just stunned. I just sat there for about 10 seconds and was unable to speak. I could not believe it. But that's the kind of company and organization this is.
Tim Bench was one of hundreds of customers to have his medical debt forgiven. He says he's fortunate not to be experiencing the financial hardship plaguing many Americans amid COVID-19. But now he says he can focus on maintaining his stability. Dr. Daniel Akers, the general manager of Express ER, says he grew overwhelmed with hearing about waitresses, artists, and other laid-off workers struggle, and he wanted to do something about it.
After hearing those stories over and over and over for a couple weeks now, I just kind of one day decided just to go ahead and forgive all of the bills because I think everyone out there is hurting financially right now.
Express ER forgave nearly $600,000 at each of their locations throughout Central Texas, and that added up to be about $3.5 million. Making the bold move even while experiencing lower numbers than normal during the global pandemic.
Our patient volumes are actually really low as everyone shelters in place and obeys the CDC guidelines. So because of that, financially, our doctors took a pay cut for this quarter in order for us to be able to do this.
And though the staff is taking those pay cuts, they aren't spreading the stress that comes with it. They're continuing to spread healing, this time in a form of debt relief.
It's inspiring to have a company that steps forward and says, we're going to do this to help our patients. We're going to do this to help the community out.
Now, how would you react? What would you say to a hospital after they erased your medical bills? We'll have a moving message from someone who is now medically debt-free because of that. That message coming up at 9:30. In the studio, I'm Kendall Green, Fox 44 News.